I grew up Orissa in Bhubaneshwar. My father used to be a temple priest. Image maker used to visit near to our house. So they used to make Ganesh or any idols, that during the festival time. So the first appreciating art started from there. The way we learned in a college, we learn traditional art in a contemporary manner, contemporary art in a traditional way. So very confusing and understanding. But one thing, deep observation with our great masters who doing the traditional crafts. So when I moved to Delhi, then I started to expose to another world. When I moved to drawing and all, then a sense of space emerged in my mind, understanding how different idea can bring together and create a narrative around or creating meaning out of it. Because I trained in sculpture, if you see my works are they are all shape, they are all form. So there's a lot of space and form I started building around my painting. When I started doing painting, I was always imagining my sculpture, because my drawings are all been a mechanical scaled. It can be possible to translate into a sculpture. Tree became a symbolic element I started using, I think, 2005 till 2010. There's a sense of coexistence, or there's again the dialogue about the sparrows are not no more existing in the cityscape. I just try to build a space that's very mystic and creating outer relationship between the outer and indoor spaces. Referring fabric always feel like an endless story to create a marking of our own time or a culture or the weavers, the way they do things. I realize the visual language is not important, the process or engagement is very, very important as an artist. Byproduct can be anything, but the purity remains in the process. Speed metal is a kind of space. It's almost like a very abstract and very complex work. The composition in such a way you dislocate yourself when you start looking at it. Neither you are looking in the space nor you are looking into the ground. And the approach of painting is to never be one approach, one way to putting in one place. Because I painted upside down. Sometimes I paint without referring to other side of painting. The Profiteer was part of my 2017 Sholoso Crystal City. The sculpture, the way it's been built, partly all found object and assembled, and partly works made by my hand, and create a person who's looks like a city guy who's handling or holding a bag and coming to the city. The studio has become my laboratory. Every time, everywhere I go, collect things, put it around. There's so much to explore around the studio, because those objects contain a certain memory of time. The studio is for me a place where you contemplate yourself through your ideas, through the material, through drawing, and give you a confidence and hope